Foot on the gas, just getting started. Let's get it started. Pave the way, roads uncharted. No problem, we ain't solving. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Come play with the big boys. Ain't no rest, we make noise. Love it when you see it so good that you can't avoid. Pedal to the metal, we going far. Going far. Foot on the gas, just getting started. Let's get it started. Pave the way, roads uncharted. Let's get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Let's get
Good
it
morning
started.
again, everyone, and welcome on this beautiful morning, Saturday morning. Welcome to our very first InspireHer Confidence Summit. So I'm excited to introduce our next speaker to the stage, L.A. Roberts, who flew here 7 hours from Atlanta. She's a 3-time international best-selling author that has more than 10 years of experience as a transformational speaker, breakthrough strategist, and executive consultant. She is the founder of Inspire Global, where ordinary people with extraordinary stories change the world. LA has been invited to speak at the United Nations, Harvard University, Georgia State University, the American Cross, TEDx. Okay, you showing off. And many conferences and empowerment events, both in the United States and Canada. In 2021, she was awarded an honorary doctorate degree. Dr. L.A. Roberts from the Trinity International University of Ambassadors and the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. L.A. Roberts is also a contributing author in Lisa Nichols' new book, Against All Odds, which will be released in 2024. She is currently a radio personality on Apple Radio, stream and tune in with her show From My Heart to Yours. She received the honor of being named one of the top 50 most influential women in business by VIP Global Magazine. She enjoys touring the country, hosting Sister Sweet Talks, and her relax, release, breathe retreats, all while finding time somewhere in her schedule, I don't know how, but she finds time to do radio, TV, magazine interviews with phenomenally speaking, Faith Forward Today, Thriving Entrepreneur, Global Women Magazine, Shout Out Atlanta, Business Women Today, Voyage ATL. Hold on, I gotta take a breath. Y'all with these long list of accolades. Everybody, please join me in welcoming to the stage Dr. L.A. Roberts. Woo! Yes, darling. And don't you just love her outfit? I'm gonna need your designer I'm gonna need the name of your designer when we finish.
So let me ask you a question. What if you woke up tomorrow morning and you opened up your door and there were millions of people waiting for you there? What would you do? Would you close the door? Kind of close your eyes and wish they were not there? Or would you step outside of the door and give them what only you can give them? Do you realize that your story is one of the most powerful that people will ever hear in their lives? Now, I'm not talking about the story that you want to look all pretty and glamorized in. I'm talking about that story that had you on your face, on your knees crying, begging, asking God, when was this going to end? I'm talking about the story where you didn't have enough money to feed your children. I'm talking about the story where your husband acted a fool and you didn't know what you was going to do. I'm talking about the story that's going to move the individuals that never would have thought that they can connect with you. Now, you heard all of the accolades, and I'm graced and I'm blessed and all of that. But what you do not know is when I lost the love of my life, no, I'm not talking about a husband or a boyfriend, I'm talking about my grandfather, Leon F. Howard Sr. When I watched him take his last breath, my life literally left my body. I can feel my heart stopping the beat at that particular moment, and everything that I did before that meant nothing. I didn't want to speak. I did not want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to coach. I don't want to help you. I need help myself. When I left Chicago and got in the car and got in my living room, I got on the floor in the living room, turned off the lights, and swore I did not want to live anymore. If I didn't wake up the next morning, I would have been okay because he was no longer here. Have you ever been in a place where you lost something and you didn't know what to do? See, I'm not talking about just death. I'm talking about maybe a job, a relationship. Maybe your self-confidence that you lost and you didn't know how to move forward. But it was a promise that I told my grandfather on his deathbed that the one thing I was going to do is continue to make him proud. Now, Angela, how could I break that promise to a man that raised me? To a man that introduced me to life in ways that I never expected. To a man that put me in front of an audience in ballet and classical music and opera. How could I break a promise to a man that is now on the other side of heaven, looking over the edge, clapping and looking for me? How could I do any of that with the lights off? I couldn't. So I had to make a decision. Today, I'm going to ask you, what is that story? What is the thing that almost stopped you? What is the thing you are embarrassed to tell anybody about? I want you to think about that. What is that one thing that those people standing outside of your door may need? Now, I know somebody is sitting here going, I'm not going to open up my door. It's not going to be a million people standing there waiting on me, but it is. There is somebody that needs to hear your voice. Somebody that needs to see your smile. Somebody that needs to know that they can be bold. Somebody that needs to know the things that they need to know from you, and they won't move until you speak. What if I told you that there was a man walking down the street? He looks a little disheveled because he is. He's going through some things, but you have some things going on too. And you hear that small voice come from the bottom of your soul that says, smile at him. Sean, I need you to shake his hand. I need you to talk to him. I need you. Mimi, I just need you to tell him about your broken watch. I need you to do this. Because you don't know that walking towards you is a man that's going to decide whether or not he's going to take his life when he get home. And he had a small prayer. Just show me some love from somebody. Please talk to me. And we so in ourselves that we're not paying attention. And we've missed an opportunity to show love, to show peace, to show joy. Do you know how important you are to the world? Now, a lot of people think that you have to get up on a platform like myself or the other speakers here and speak to thousands of people all the time. Some people think that you need a big platform to make a difference. How many know that that is a lie? You know that's a lie? Your words, your book, picking up the phone and calling a girlfriend you may not have heard from in a very long time. When somebody hits your spirit, it's for a reason. When somebody comes to your mind, you're like, I haven't thought about, what was her name, Karen? I don't even know a Karen, but I'm just using her. I haven't thought about Karen in a long time. Do you know that's a reason why you haven't thought about Karen in a long time, and all of a sudden she pops into your head? Have y'all had that moment before? You're like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in a long time, and then you see them, and you're like, well, what's wrong? Are you okay? You feeling all right? And they started to pour out to you. And you have the words that they need to keep going. When have you been that person that felt ignored, that felt like they didn't matter, that was literally lying in the middle of the floor, crying on your face, trying to figure out what you were going to do with your life before you got up to work that morning? And then you walk into your job and everybody thinks that you're okay because that's the face you put on. When are we going to take off the mask and stop pretending that everything is going to be okay, or everything is okay, because it is okay not to be okay, you just can't stay there. When are we going to tell the truth about our situation without worrying about judgment? Because you only get one opportunity, one ride on the roller coaster, right? You get on at the beginning. It go a few loop-de-loops. Try to make sure your hair's still cute in the middle of it, right? You gotta listen, okay? You cry a little bit because you're scared. You get to the top. You drop and your heart goes into your throat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You've been on a roller coaster before. But when you get off at the end, are you going to say that you did everything that you could to live your life to the fullest? Did you help all the people that you really could? Or did you hold it in because you were too scared to share what you thought wasn't important? What's your name? Yeah, what's your name? Hazel? Hazel, your story is important. Your story is important. What's your name? Luma? Norma. I done changed the whole name. I called the lady Luma. I'm sorry. Your story, Norma, is important. What's your name? Nora? Oh, Lord. I'm renaming everybody. I'm so sorry. Your story is important. I'm going to say this before I give my offering. Listen. I don't care who told you you were not important. I don't care if it was a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, a husband, or a friend. I don't care if it was a teacher that told you that your story did not matter and you were stupid or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you. We're going to erase all those negative words. And I'm going to tell you that you are important, that you are beautiful, that you are amazing, that you are, fantastic. Okay? That everything that comes out of your mouth is important. I am the founder of I Inspire Global, where ordinary people with extraordinary stories change the world. Your story has the ability to change the world. You just got to be willing to tell it. So, I'm going to tell you about my nice offer. I'm a radio personality with WDRB Media, the voice of the community. Y'all can tell that I say that a lot, right? It is a brick and mortar radio station in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I host my show from Atlanta, where I live. And what I do is I bring on inspirational guests that want to tell their stories. But I'm the interviewer that's going to pull out the side of the story that you may not want to tell. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. If you don't have the boldness, if you're not clear, if you're not ready for people to know your story, don't take it. Don't take the opportunity. Because I'm going to be the one that's going to do that for you. But we can also have some fun. Being a radio personality, you get to pick a song. I get the license to play anything I want. You know. Let's not play. No Cardi B, ladies. Nicki Minaj. None of that. Well, no. Or gentlemen. Okay. But today, and today only, for a 30-minute interview with me, you get your whole interview. You can use it wherever you want, and you get a flyer. Now, what I have started to do with my guests is when I first started my show, I would put me and them on the flyer, right? But people know that's my show. I don't need me on the flyer. You get your own flyer, okay? With your beautiful face on it, from my heart to yours, and it is every Friday at 3:30 p.m. Now, we can work on the time, okay? Because it's about 8:30, 9:30 here. But guess what? Once you get your copy of your show, You can play it anytime you want. It is radio. Once it plays, that is it. Okay? But you can always use it another time. So you can scan that QR code right there. Today, it is $147. Today. Take advantage of it. It won't happen again. God bless you.